What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Chris Isaak. And we're back for the big one, which is to say Wicked Game, the only, as far as I know, Chris Isaak tune I was familiar with going into this deep dive. As always, major thank you to Michaela. And this is an anthology album called Wicked Game that she sent me many moons ago now, and which unfortunately didn't rip correctly on my computer. But I have good news, which is to say I found a copy of the anthology online and was able to download it and have tested the tracks and they're all good. So now we're going to be able to go through this as if the CD had burned correctly. So I'm very excited about that. Once again, major thank you to Michaela. And yes, this song I certainly remember having a very beautiful, elegant, and euphoric type of atmosphere, which is funny because the lyrics are much more emotionally complicated. They certainly speak to a connection, but one in which the narrator is feeling as if he's gotten into emotional trouble and that the other party was well aware of what they were doing to toy with his heart to make him feel in the way that he now is. And as I mentioned to Michaela, I am familiar with the music video. It's been many years since I've seen it, and I will be doing a video reaction for it in the coming weeks, but ultimately I maybe don't remember it as well as I thought, because I was saying I recalled it being in a jungle, whereas I think it's actually on a beach and very much, in the surf and on the edges maybe of a jungle, but yes, much more of a coastal type of environment. In any case, I'm very much looking forward to reconnecting with this tune, which I think surely is, if not his biggest hit, definitely one of them, because I remember the music video was on MTV and it was a tune I heard on the radio at the time. So yeah, let's give it a listen. This is Chris Isaak, the track is Wicked Game, and as I said, it's one of the tunes included on this compilation, which we'll now be able to go through. And in fact, before we even start, I should mention the last tune on the compilation is an instrumental version, which we will also listen to, though it's the final track, so it'll be a little while before we get there. But here we go, Wicked Game by Chris Isaak.
Was on fire and no one could save me but you. Strange what desire make foolish people do. And I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. And I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. Wicked game to play to make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do, to let me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say, you never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do, to make me dream of you. And I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you. save me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you. And I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I wanna fall in love. No, I wanna fall in love with you. With you. No, nobody loves no one.
Incredible. It's such a good song. I commented as I was going through his Forever Blue album that a lot of his work on that album, at least, has this island rock meets folk rock, occasionally with a bit of country sound. This one is more in the island rock vein, but with a melancholy, a sadness, which of course fits perfectly with the themes. And his voice, the delivery on this one, I mean, he has an incredible voice anyway, and can sing very powerfully with a bluesy sound, very tenderly with an emotional sound, and certainly has a range going down from the very deep and bass resonant right on up into the high falsetto type of range. And I think we get all of that here, meaning there's moments where he's singing, very deep and richly, where it's like the bass resonance, you can like feel it. And then singing with like plaintive desperation, like the emotion just bubbling over, and then right on up into the pristine, elegant upper ranges, which I don't know if it's like technically falsetto, and it's a type of singing that I feel like the way he does it is just his own style, even if, in general people would say it's like a falsetto that a lot of male singers can do, but yeah, he just has his own distinct vocal style when he goes into those high ranges. But we get the whole gamut of it here, and I think that fits because he's sad, he's, feeling loss at the person who came into his life, and those lines about like, I never thought I'd love someone like you, and I never thought I'd lose someone like you. You can feel the passage of time, the emotional roller coaster, the peaks and the depths of what he's gone through just in his vocal delivery alone. And yes, I love the sad elegance of the tune. I'm remembering the video is in black and white, and I think that fits the emotional color palette of the themes and his vocal performance very well. And yes, I remember it features an attractive woman who I think is a model, and I think both, she and he look very stunning in the video, both like independently and together. So, as I said, I'll do the video watch along for that coming soon. But just the song itself, it does not surprise me at all that this was a hit, and that, people who've been through intense emotions and relationships, and people who've felt great heartache, but also, the idea of emotion being, like, emotional intensity being an absolute value, meaning whether it's positive or negative, there's an intensity to it. So you get the entire gamut of that in this song, in his vocal delivery, and I think it is very well written, is I guess what I'm saying. So yeah, just an absolute top track. It'll be interesting to hear the instrumental version without his vocals, because I think it's still a very sonically rich tune, but I think his vocals are an essential or central ingredient. So as I said, I'm keen to hear the instrumental. We have a number of tunes before then. Thank you again to Michaela for sending me 2 Chris Isaak releases. Now we can say both of which we'll be able to go through, even if this CD and my computer did not have an agreeable conversation. So I'm looking forward to much more Chris. Do let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.